Depending where you are in Lahore, you can either feel like you're in a Gulf capital or a third world slum. Living between these extremes are 15 million people, millions of whom have just arrived in the last decade.
Pakistan is a great country.
To understand life in Pakistan's exploding megacity, we visited all sides of Lahore, ending with the poorest and wealthiest neighborhoods. Lahore is the capital of Punjab, Pakistan's most populous province. In recent years, countless people have immigrated from villages to the city, causing its population to triple since 1998. Everywhere in Lahore, people are eating, talking, dancing, cooking, praying, you name it. The energy and chaos is palpable in Lahore's beating heart. Its old city, a maze of markets, alleyways, and mosques, largely built by the Mughals, the empire that built the Taj Mahal.
So where are we in Lahore right now?
Wall city. This is the wall city. We call it Androon. Androon means the inner city. Basically, the Lahore used to be just this.
Wow, I mean, these buildings are...
They are houses. People live in it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
I'm from India. I'm from India.
You're from India?
India.
Really?
In India. I'm visiting Pakistan. Beautiful country.
How do you feel here as an Indian in Pakistan?
MashaAllah, beautiful. Political system is very bad here. India is ahead of 30 years ago.
India is 30 years ahead of Pakistan.
One selfie with you.
Lahore is also famed for its mosques and Islamic shrines, and everywhere we went, people wanted to talk to us about Islam.
Allah does everything. Allah creates everything. Leaf of tree cannot fall on ground without His permission. Black ant under the black stone in black night, Allah knows it, sees and feeds it there. I spent in fire 40 days. These days are best days in my life. Allah creates big tree, big thing, like mountain, like small thing, like particle. Inshallah.
A few locals took us around the city, including two of our readers, Ibrahim and Musa, and two fixers, Kosar and Sajjad.
So we are in the Wazir Khan Mosque. This is in the middle of Old Lahore.
इंसानी अल्लाह का हमारा हुक्म है कि सब भाई हैं ये मखलूक उसकी बनाई हुई है जब सब ने जाना है अल्लाह के पास वो अल्लाह के पास या भी सब अल्लाह के.
The old city can feel like it hasn't changed in decades or even centuries. People still shop at neighborhood stores like this using rope pulleys, and they still pay a few cents to watch old movies in informal movie theaters.
What's interesting, we talked to a truck driver today who said he makes about $100 a month, so that's like $3 a day, and that's around the average that a Pakistani person makes per year. And Lahore is the second wealthiest place in the country. So this is about as urban, cosmopolitan as it gets here, and obviously it's not that much of that here. And it still feels like things aren't really changing.
People are still making goods by hand and bartering over them in the bazaars. Now, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. We started this page in 2024, and we started our company, two friends and I, back in 2020, with the goal of delivering news and content about the world that is free of bias or fear. If you support that and you want more of it, please subscribe. Our goal here is to be the next Vice, better than them, less political, more on the ground. So make sure to subscribe for that. Thank you for watching.
One thing that's everywhere in here is just the smell of sewage. Straight up. Where it's standing right on top of it, it just kind of seeps out everywhere into the air.
Still people are living inside. I mean, there's no tourists here. So cost of camping.
So like this is just collapsed. Some old building. Also, while we've been walking here, we picked up a friend. Aapka naam kya hai? Saman. Pashtun?
Visham. How did he end up here? He works here.
He works here? You work? आप काम करते हैं? कौन सा काम?
मलाई बेचता हूँ।
आप स्कूल जाते हैं? No school.
14 साल.
लार मक्के वरा 200 गुदारी पे कोलोस कम जोर शेर होस्ते.
His father used to work like as a watchman, but now he's very old. He can't work, so that's why he supports his family. That's why he does not go to school, because his father is too old, and he is working to support his family.
Across Lahore, people are remarkably hospitable and friendly.
America is a beautiful country.
From Lahore, sir?
Yes.
These are your friends?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, baby.
Baby.
Zindabad Pakistan, powerful Pakistan. Pashtun Zindabad, Pakistan Zindabad. सही है और आप भी जिंदाबाद. Peshawar Zindabad, Killa Balisar Zindabad, Pakistan Zindabad.
How do you want?
Yeah.
I love you, brother.
Very good.
अच्छा, अमेरिकन लोगों को पाकिस्तान के बारे में क्या जानना चाहिए?
बताएं।
आपको इधर आना चाहिए, बहुत अच्छी जगह है। हम भी चाहेंगे कि जैसे हम लुत्फ़अंदोज़ हो रहे हैं, आप भी यहाँ आकर एंजॉयमेंट करेंगे, बहुत खुशी होगी।
अमेरिका के बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल?
बहुत अच्छा मुल्क है। हम चाहेंगे कि पाकिस्तान के साथ थोड़ा सा ताउन किया जाए, अमेरिका को भी और मुल्कों के साथ भी ताउन करें। बहुत खुशी होगी हमें उनके साथ ये चीज़ तो।
ठीक है, शुक्रिया।
At prayer time, the shops close and people clear out. Other parts of the old city are transforming, though, as the government tries to create a sanitized, Disney-fied tourist attraction with paved roads and gift shops.
This whole section of Lahore is becoming like the Disneyland of Lahore, where they're trying to make this a prosperous tourist area. You see it in the streets, tourist stores everywhere. And it seems like it's working, and they said tons of tourists are coming, but mostly domestic tourists. International tourists are still kind of scared of Pakistan. But you just see it. It's so much cleaner, it's so much more organized. And then when you go 5 feet away from here, you're in like real Pakistan. But this is clearly what they want. It's an anti-littering parade.
This is just a sample of how Lahore is changing. Later on, we'll visit an area of the city that feels like driving through Dubai. As soon as you leave these areas, though, the real Lahore comes raging back.
Crossing the street here is ridiculous. Look, now you throw a horse into the mix.
The old monuments of Lahore, places like the Badsashi Mosque, are Pakistan's most popular tourist attractions.
Who are the two most important people to Pakistan?
Yeah, one was Jinnah, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Qaid-e-Azam.
The founder of Pakistan.
Yeah, and the other was Muhammad Allama Iqbal.
A poet from Lahore who's buried right here. Why is he so important?
Because he sort of popularized the idea of a nation state based on the Muslim identity, and a lot of his poetry was about like reawakening Muslim spirit as a nation, like Muslims as a nation and Indians as a whole, like sort of like wake up, rejuvenate yourselves. You become weak.
I am Pakistani. You're Pakistani?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Where are you from?
From New York.
New York.
New York.
Wow, New York.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Pakistan is great country. Pakistan is great people. Pakistani people great.
हमारा देश कौन सा है?
यूएसए।
अमेरिका से।
अमेरिका से?
हाँ जी। अमेरिकन लोगों को पाकिस्तान के बारे में क्या जानना चाहिए?
बहुत कुछ जानना चाहिए, बहुत कुछ जानने वाला है जो आप कभी भी सोच नहीं सका। पाकिस्तान ये वतन ऐसा ही है, ये इस्लामी मुल्क है, ये हम वतन नहीं है। खैर कायम रहे, क़यामत तक रोशन रहे, ठीक है ना। ये हमारी पाकिस्तानी वतन है, हम वतन नहीं है।
अमेरिका के बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल?
हाँ ठीक है, दोस्ताना ताल्लुकात है, बिजनेस अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, ठीक है।
हाँ
ठीक है। आप हमारे सुबह में क्यों नहीं आते?
हाँ?
हमारा सुबह
क्योंकि ज़्यादा dangerous.
कोयटा थोड़ा डेंजरस लगता है
ना, मैं सुनता हूँ।
कुछ नहीं है उधर।
आपको ये पता है मेहमान पठान जो है ना, पठान मेहमान आवाज बहुत ज्यादा है ना।
पठान भी सही है,
पठान जो है ना वो ज्यादा मेहमान आवाज लोग है। आपको तो ये पता ही यानी है ना। हमारे सुबह में आप हमारा मेहमान है ना।
These guys were from Balochistan, one of Pakistan's most unstable and dangerous provinces. Their city, Quetta, is also known for Bacha Bazi, the practice of using boys for sex, which is also common in Afghanistan. Our guides thought one man from Balochistan who kept trying to talk to us was a pedophile.
I don't know if you guys feel comfortable answering that, but like what we just said there, how confident would you be that he is someone that's a pedophile?
I would say that he's 70-80%. Yes, just based off his physical appearance and the way he was talking to you. Generally, there's a culture of something called Bacha Bazi. It's a bit of a norm, and some people like him considered this to be perfectly normal. The Greeks invented orgies, the Romans added women. It's a bit of like that.
Is it a stereotype or is it like a pretty high probability?
Stereotypes exist for a reason. Okay.
Throughout our trip, many people will confirm that Bacha Bazi is widespread in certain parts of Pakistan and among certain groups of people, and say that we likely met numerous pedophiles.
All right, we got 3 takeaways so far from the first couple hours here in Lahore. 1, a lot of beautiful stuff, like this mosque behind us. Huge, old buildings, really cool atmosphere. 2, great energy, people out everywhere. And 3, everyone wants to take a picture with us. Straight up, I don't think I've ever had so. In India, people come up and take pictures of you. Here, it's like every person wants to come and take a picture of you. So I feel flattered.
Yet there are hardly any foreigners and almost all the tourists that come from elsewhere in the country. While the old city dominates pictures of Lahore, most Lahoris live outside it in neighborhoods like these. In more middle-class ones like this, people have low-level jobs for the government or own small businesses.
We're headed into one of the biggest bazaars in Lahore, a Nurkali Bazaar.
Where do you live in Chicago?
I live in Lincoln Park.
Nice.
That's a very nice area.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I live right by the lake.
As a Pakistani, what do you think about the USA?
If you would ask me this question in other words, like what makes me decide to live my whole life in US, there would be only one thing on top, which is freedom of speech. I can express anything over there, but it's a little bit different over here.
To meet you.
Would you like to have some tea or something? Anything.
What should people know about Lahore?
The famous city of Lahore, and the traditional and lovely people, and please American and European come by country, the very best and very traditional cultural country, fine country, and you also find peoples or European and Americans, you welcome.
Thank you.
You see,
thank you.
I love you America, I love you Europe, this all world people, I love you.
So when you fly from New York, definitely you have no one question that Pakistan is not a terrorist country like people say that. You came here and people welcome you open-hearted. So now I feel your response change about our country. Change or not?
I feel good. It's a wonderful place so far.
So I just request you, please suggest other people in your country and other countries, please come over country and support us. We need your support. Thank you.
This coffee, this is stomach selling.
This is the stomach?
Yeah, this stomach.
Of goat? Cow?
Yeah, this is a lamb stomach.
Lamb stomach?
Yeah. This is a brain.
Brain?
Brain.
Inside brain. Very good.
Lahore is famed for its food, and that, from curries to kebabs and organ stews, didn't disappoint.
So what we got here is a massive thing of roti, fresh bread, plus the special brain stew. Let's see. Average brain. Delicious. 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 It's after midnight on a Thursday, but it feels like it could be like a Saturday at 7 p.m.
Lahore has lots of street nightlife, night. Unlike other cities, Lahore has lots of nightlife.
Most neighborhoods are more like this: poorer, dustier, dirtier. Residents here work in a range of informal sector jobs without salaries to get by. In these neighborhoods, people buy their groceries on the street, and animals and cars share the road. For many people in these neighborhoods, earning even $5 a day is considered a good income. People work in places like this, Lahore's truck yard, where people paint and fix up tractor trailers. Pakistan is famous for its trucks. Business people invest large amounts to paint them in exotic colors and with art, poetry, and pictures. They believe that the better looking the truck, the better the business. The painters and workers here told us that they make a few dollars a day. On a big day, they'll make between 5 and 10. For many people here, that amount of money would be life-changing, as the next section will show.
Hello, brother.
Poverty is everywhere throughout Lahore, and it's particularly evident on the outskirts, where hundreds or thousands of people arrive from villages every day seeking a better life with nothing but the clothes on their back. As we drove to the edge of Lahore, it became poorer and poorer.
Camels and ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਨੀਚੇ ਗਏ ਥੇ ਨਾ
Eventually, we reach these nomad settlements. These people take their cows and camels around the edge of the city, searching for water and grass for their animals to eat. It's a grueling, difficult existence defined by poverty. Kids here don't go to school because their parents can't afford it, and the kids need to help take care of the animals. People also can't afford medicine or other basic necessities. Some, like this man, went blind with no explanation.
लेकिन आपकी ज़िंदगी और आसान हो रही है या और मुश्किल हो रही है?
मुश्किल हो रही है बहुत।
क्यों?
बड़ी महंगाई बढ़ी है यार, मारे बंदे की करिए। बाबा आंदा पे अभी क्या में जिंदगी यार?
क्या जिंदगी रोटी लगती है, ठिगड़ी नहीं लगती। ठिगड़ी नहीं लगती तो रोटी लगती है, तो बहुत
महंगाई है।
अंधा ही है ना? हाँ जी। कितनी उम्र है? मेरी आँख की रोशनी गई ना 3 साल।
3 साल है।
अल्लाह
ये चिट्टा मोती है चिट्टा।
पा कोई नहीं गरीब है ना, वो नहीं बनती।
They're saying I want to go to the hospital. I don't have any money, so I couldn't check in the hospital, and after it's totally blind.
Just a few miles away from here, though, is a totally different story. Pockets of wealth are visible throughout central Lahore, particularly in areas built by the British in the 1800s.
This is definitely the most erotic thing I've seen in this whole country.
I'm an archaeologist. I have explored 400 sites. I started from Lahore. I first explored 250 or 300 sites from Lahore. Then I got the opportunity to explore whole the Pakistan.
How would you describe Lahore compared to the rest of Pakistan?
I always told the people that Lahore is a complete package. If you want to get anything, you will easily get that. Here in Lahore, you will get at least 1,000 years back history.
The city is also developing with support from China, who built Lahore's first metro line that opened in 2017.
Got my Lahore Metro token. A ride's about 20 cents.
What type of person in Lahore would ride this?
Everyday commutes are generally easier with this because it's much more reliable.
We accidentally went on the women's car, and we got kicked out. Train system, super nice. 20 cents, and it just opened a few years ago, built by China, Chinese workers, Chinese trains, Chinese everything. Really nice, nicer than what we have in New York City, dare I say. But there's one line.
When you head to the southern part of the city, you start to see the real wealth, though, in places like Gulberg, an upper-class neighborhood with McDonald's, Hardee's, and Cold Stone Creamery.
What neighborhood is this? Gulberg?
This is Gulberg, yes.
P.F. Chang's?
Yes, P.F. Chang's. We have 3 P.F. Chang's over here.
What kind of jobs, the people who hang out, live over here, what type of employment do they have?
The children are dependent on their parents, so they kind of afford their shenanigans like that.
What does someone make here if they're, let's say, like an outsourced like tech worker for some like American company?
That is the outsourced king, Daftar Khan.
Really? Okay, yeah. Daftar Khan.
Daftar Khan. His brother is working currently in services business. He's being paid what, $1,400 and $1,500
a month.
A month.
That's like 18,000 a year.
18,000 a year.
What kind of lifestyle does that afford you?
Everything that can give you everything.
Everything.
Honestly, in Pakistan.
Well, it seems like we've heard from numerous people that there's, despite alcohol being illegal, a big drinking and drug scene here.
You are having no idea. Drugs are so common. Even drug problem is becoming very ridiculously difficult to control. Look, Baskin Robbins.
Yep. We got Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Tim Hortons. BMW i7.
Wow.
That is the latest car right now. You'll see that like
giant
taxis over there.
Bucket.
Yeah, KFC. There are a lot of KFC over there.
I've seen. Hardee's is everywhere here. Zin. I've seen Zin everywhere. Dunkin'.
The definition of Pakistan: poor nation of rich people.
Further south are neighborhoods like Valencia, populated by the families of successful business people and politicians. This is only a 30-minute drive from the nomads, but it's a world away. People here live lavishly, work and study abroad, and employ the city's poor as their servants.
What do you think about income inequality? Like, you have so many poor people, and then you also have neighborhoods like this. What do you think about that?
My friend, actually, my opinion, okay, they have like good house and nice house, but they can also take care of the poor people,
What's clear from visiting Lahore is that the city is growing and changing. But with 15 million people living in the city and thousands more arriving every day, It will take a massive amount of development to eliminate the poverty that currently plagues the city and to replace it with the prosperity that people crave. So what will define Lahore's future? Pollution, congestion, and poverty, or opportunity, development, and growth? 2,000 years into Lahore's history, it's still too soon to tell. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe. We have a whole series of videos coming out from Pakistan, and each one is better than the next. I'm not lying when I say that. So thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe.